everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Look, We're Just a Podcast. My name is Sky.
And I'm Annie.
And today our topic will be on our Percy, Annabeth, and Grover, the dynamic trio. So Percy and Annabeth and Grover went on their first quest together in the first book, The Lightning Thief. And honestly, even thinking about it, they're the most dynamic trio to have ever trioed.
So, to the new series that has recently been released, what do we think about these new casting announcements?
So honestly, ever since the beginning of the series, I've been in support of the casting of Percy, Annabeth, and Grover. I've been a huge fan of all three of them. Percy, definitely, the way they act and their chemistry with each other is just so great, and you can tell they're friends inside the series, but you can also tell that they're friends outside the series.
Yeah, definitely. And then newer casting announcements with Tamara Smart as Thalia Grace, daughter of Zeus. Courtney B. Vance now portrays Zeus, following the late casting of Lance Fredericks. And then we also have Levi Kosopoulos, I hope I'm saying that right, as Nico D'Angelo, and Olive Abercrombie as Bianca D'Angelo.
And if I just wanted to add to that Tamara Smart as Thalia, this is a very meaningful casting because Lance Reddick and Tamara played father and daughter on another show together, and that's how Tamara got casted on the show. And with that's it makes it even more meaningful that Tamara's playing our Thalia.
Wow, I did not know that.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty big. The showrunner posted about it. Dan, he posted about it on Instagram, and I saw that. I honestly I saw it a couple years ago when Tamara first got casted. I saw that she played on a show with Lance Reddick, and then Lance Reddick, and that's why. And Tamara is just such a great actress, and seeing her on the show a couple episodes ago, what did you think about that?
So I saw a clip of it. I haven't reached that episode yet, but I saw a clip of it on TikTok, and it was actually I saw her breaking through the glass in the end credits, and it was really cool. She is absolutely amazing, and she does an absolutely amazing job at what she does.
So badass. Definitely
yes.
Badass.
Yes.
Yeah, and that and adding her onto the series, it's very meaningful. So yeah, and also the other casting announcements. So they recently casted Holt McCallany as Atlas, the Titan that was burdened with holding up the sky. And then and then David Costabile as Dr. Thorne. So he's the Manticore, and Jesse Martin as Frederick Chase. Yeah, Annabeth's father. So I'm gonna be honest. I am not too sure about the other two actors about who they are, but I am a huge fan of The Flash. So I used to watch The Flash, and I know Jesse Martin as Joe
Ooh,
West from the show, from The Flash,
ooh,
and I love Joe West as a dad, like, and I love him as an actor, and he's also Barry's dad too. So now my two favorite
oh,
shows, that yeah, so Barry got adopted by Joe West when his dad went to jail and his mom died, and his dad was wrongfully
oh,
accused for it. Yeah, so and I was a huge fan of The Flash back in 2018, like when the show was still going on, and I would watch episodes every week, and honestly, Joe West or Jesse was one of the best actors on the show. And that's why when I heard that Jesse got casted as Annabeth's father, I was out the roof excited because because he played a father in The Flash and now he's playing another father, and even though their relationship may not be the best compared to The Flash, compared to in The Flash with Iris and Joe, Annabeth, they're gonna be repairing their relationship, which is really great, and
yeah,
I can't wait to see what he does in the series. You know, that's just very
yeah,
important.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I grew up a Marvel fan.
Oh,
I think the only DC movie I ever watched was, I think it was Wonder Woman, and
I
I think
see.
that's it. But like, otherwise, no, I haven't watched any other DC movies. But like, my dad was a super big Marvel fan. I'm a super big Marvel fan. Um, I like, I had a whole Marvel wall with like a ton of different characters, um, and stuff, and it was, oh my gosh, it was cool. But like, it was, but like, yeah, but again, I'm not too familiar with these other two
Actors.
actors. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not too
also.
familiar with
Yeah,
them.
me too. I'm very much more familiar with Frederick with Annabeth's dad. Anyway, so and now to why we're all here. And sorry that took so long, but we had to discuss about
Yeah,
the new casting announcements. So the Golden Trio's
yes,
dynamics. So Percy, Annabeth, and Grover, they work so well together, and they all bring something different to the table. Since we met them in the first book, we can tell who's who's the leader of the series and who's the brains and who's the trio and who brings joy to the trio too.
yeah. Percy is the heart of the group. He leads with instincts, loyalty, and emotion. He doesn't always think with things through, but his moral compass is strong, and he'll do anything to protect his friends, including with the whole with his whole fatal flaw and his like again falling into Tartarus. I don't know why I said again.
Oh, sorry. Let me. So, I mean, Percy, like his fatal flaw is no, not hubris. Sorry, that's Annabeth. But his fatal
Loyalty.
flaw is loyalty, and you can see that in like even in the series, you can see that from the second episode, and you can see his loyalty to his friends, to Annabeth, to anybody he truly cares about. He would burn down the world
Yeah.
just to save his friends. Like even if the world was dying, even if Olympus died, even if the Titans won the war in in the Percy Jackson series, he would do anything for his friends. I think he would. So there's been many trios in the series, and we will talk about them another time. But
Yeah.
Percy, Annabeth, and Grover are the original trios. Like Percy was a
Yeah.
scared little demigod in the first book, and he ended up, you know, he ended up going on a quest with these two people that he barely, well, Grover was his best friend, but he barely knew Annabeth. But
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
before he went on the quest, he was already loyal to her and wanted to save her no matter what. Agreed?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Even though in the books he did think she was scary, like, and he didn't like her very much because he thought that she was scary.
Right, and he also, like, because also his parents, their parents don't get along. Their mom and
Yeah.
dad don't get along
Mm-hmm.
with each other.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's pretty.
Yep.
It's yeah. That's very meaningful. Like, like Percy is just so loyal, and going on a quest with
Yeah.
him, I know that I can depend on him to save my life because he is very loyal.
Yes.
And so
Yep.
Annabeth's the brains of the trio.
Yep.
Yeah, Annabeth, she does a lot of she's just like she just plans everything out. Honestly, I'm like that too. I plan my life out and
Yeah.
I want everything to go according to plan, but sometimes things don't go according to plan.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
very yeah.
Yeah. Like, even, like, I'm a rule follower. Like, if you tell me to do something, I will follow it to a T. Like,
Right.
and, like, I'm that person who, I don't care what. I will follow the instructions on food, food, like, cooking instructions
Yeah.
to a T. Like, that is me. And I feel like that sometimes, and I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with Annabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with planning and following things to a T is like it's definitely something that you want to think about and you always know is like the right thing to do.
Right. But sometimes when you
Yeah.
plan something, things don't go your way,
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
with that, like, that can definitely turn into control issues.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and because of that, Percy tells her to trust her heart more rather than everything has to go according to plan. She needs to be 6 steps ahead of everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That is always the great thing.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna. All right. So for Grover now, Grover
Yep.
is the soul of the group, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He's the person who would sing a happy song just to get the group to get along. In the series, in the TV show, they did not get along at all. Like
Yep.
Percy and Annabeth, and Grover tried to be the glue to stick them together.
Oh my! I got that song stuck in my head now.
Really? You want to sing it? Ha!
Golly, the road's getting bumpy because I got me some friends that can't get enough. Oh dear, because the tea's getting grumpy. The church are getting through it. Is singing this song. Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
I can't remember the lyrics of that song, but
Oh
I remember
gosh.
it was very funny.
I am in a Percy Jackson roleplay group. And
I didn't know. That's cool.
Yeah, and we got a Grover, and he and I'm not even lying. He he will just sing. Like, if we, like, don't, like, keep, if we're, like, if someone types in all caps, he will say, like, oh, like, he'll just type out that song, bust it right out, and I'm just like, oh, great. Like, it's such a catchy song.
Yeah, and Arian, I heard when he sang that song, it was a chemistry test between the three of them as a trio. And obviously it worked because he got casted, but also like
Yeah,
you can just tell like he really wanted everybody to get along and just be
yeah,
friends, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, and so like do you think so like so yeah, even this is all their first quest in the first book.
yeah,
And with that, that means that they have a lot to prove because years before that, Chiron stopped allowing quests ever since Luke failed on his quest. And
yeah,
this was the first quest that was allowed ever since then. And so Percy has so much to prove.
yeah.
Yeah.
And even before quests were allowed, um, quests were always like the demigods. They didn't always make it out alive. I just want to point that out. If you didn't already know that, or you didn't remember that from first book because it was so long ago, but it was, but not a lot of demigods make it out of their first quest
Damn.
alive.
Really?
Yeah,
And for them to be on their first quest, they must have been so scared. And so that fear bonds them together as a trio.
yeah, yeah. Like, very, like, I think it was said in the first book, like, not that, not as many um kids, demigods are allowed on quests, but even fewer are allowed make it back alive.
Yeah, and like Percy just wanted his mom back, honestly. Like when the quest was given
Yeah,
to him, he didn't even I don't think he cared that much. And Annabeth on this quest, she wanted to prove herself something. She's been like but before this quest was even given, was trying to she was trying to, you know, get a quest for 5 years, 6 years now. And Chiron would always say, "No, you're not ready. When you're older, when you're older."
yeah. And another thing is um prove herself to her mom that
Right. Worthy.
she was worthy enough and that she was
Yeah.
actually just good enough
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she's the yeah, her mom has super high expectations. I mean, if my mom were the goddess of wisdom, I would definitely think that like I would have super high expectations of my kid because you're supposed to be wise, not stupid. But but
Yeah,
also Annabeth hasn't had a chance to prove herself to her mom, and her mom also like doesn't pay attention to them. Like, I mean, the gods are always like that, not paying attention to their kids and just ignoring them, and she just wants her attention.
yeah,
And Grover, he's on this quest to he will because he wanted on the first quest he wanted to get his searcher's license to search for Pan,
yeah,
and he also was thinking about his failures from before, like Thalia, and also and basically just like his predecessors who also died searching for Pan.
yeah. And like never came back.
Yeah, or they got turned into stone from Medusa.
Yes.
That scene was honestly really funny. Like
Oh my gosh.
Medusa wanted Percy, but Actually, speaking about Medusa, in the first season of the Disney Plus show, Medusa was played by actually another person on the Flash, to another person who was an actor on the Flash. She
Aw.
Yeah, she played Barry and Iris's daughter, so Joe West's granddaughter. So
Mhm.
it's kind of funny because now another Flash alumni is coming to the show. And now that just made me want
Yeah.
to watch The Flash again. So that might be what I'm doing tonight.
You know, that just makes me want to watch The Flash for the first time.
Yeah, I think it's a great show. It's honestly like, it's very, I mean, for the first few seasons it's great. And then afterwards it gets a little bit it gets a little wonky, but I think it's overall a good show. I really
Yeah.
like I my favorite season is season 1, honestly. Season 1 was the best. So if you were to watch any
Yeah.
season, season 1. But yeah, so Medusa from the series, she played the daughter of, so when she first got casted as Medusa, I was like, no way, it's her from The Flash. She played Nora West
Mhm.
Allen, which is Barry and Iris's daughter and Joe's granddaughter, and now Jesse Martin is playing Annabeth's dad. So, by association, Annabeth and Iris are sisters, right?
Yeah. I think so.
I mean, like, by association, not
I
like
guess so.
literally. Yeah,
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I
yeah.
guess. I mean, yeah. Ooh, could we have got? Ooh, could we get a Flash Percy Jackson like
Well,
multiverse thing?
oh, what? I think that would be cool.
What?
I mean, speaking
That
about multiverse, so did you know that Rick Riordan wrote books for the Egyptian series, the Kane Chronicles? Have you ever read that?
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I
so
read the first book.
so he wrote a crossover with that series and Percy Jackson.
Wait, was it Magnus Chase?
No, it wasn't. That's Annabeth's cousin. But
Okay.
no, it's like it's called The Son of Sobek, and then there's two more books,
Huh.
but they, not to spoil anything, but they combined with the Egyptian people to do to basically solve a problem, to go on a quest together, all four of them. But it's a really great read. If you're listening to this, it's a really great read, and it combines both worlds together, so it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah. And another thing about crossovers, I read the Maze of Bones, which is the first book in the what's it called? But I can't remember what it's called. But it's like a 10-part series. But Rick Riordan wrote it, and it's called
Mm-hmm.
The Maze of Bones, and it was so good. And somewhere in there, he mentioned that they like it was. So I got the graphic novel version, and I saw three kids. One kid that had black hair, an orange T-shirt, and jeans. One kid with blonde hair, well, one girl with blonde hair, and then and then again, all of them had orange T-shirts
Ooh,
and and she had like jean shorts on. And then
cool.
the third kid was another boy. He had a hat on and he had shoes, and it had like in little quotations, limp, limp. I'm like,
Whoa.
could this be Percy Jackson, Annabeth Chase, and Grover Underwood? Like,
Really?
it would, yeah. I'm not even joking. And this was based in London. I'm
Oh.
like, yeah. And they looked to be about 12 years of age, in my opinion. But it was crazy. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I don't know about like the written out version, but I just know that in the graphic novel, that was put in there.
Cool.
Like, that was a really cool detail that, like, it even said limp. Like, because you know how Grover had that limp with his like, false feet?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That was, like, a really cool detail to add that to that book. And I actually finished that series in, like, 4 weeks.
Wow.
And that was, like, quicker. And I finished the PJO and HO series from, like, August to, I think, February of last year of 2024 and last year.
I grew up
so it's been about...
Yeah. No, keep going.
Yeah, so it's been around... Yeah. It was... Yeah.
Wow. I read the series. I grew up with Heroes of Olympus because I read all the way up to book 2, and then at the time, book 3 wasn't out yet, so I had like a countdown calendar for book 3 for the Percy and Annabeth reunion, because honestly, even when Percy was gone, Annabeth was looking for him, and Grover was looking for him too. So this shows that they're like a dynamic trio with each other. Yeah,
and when I finished reading Mark of Athena, I was actually in Cabo St. Lucas, Mexico. Where? In Cabo St. Lucas, Mexico.
Oh,
and
cool.
I was on this like private beach on this like cruise, and it was like so cool. And I remember crying when Percy. Well, I remember crying when Percy and Annabeth fell into Tartarus, and like one of the workers like passed by me, and he was like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I'm not okay."
I would not be okay too.
Why did you do this to me?
For real though.
Yeah, for real. Like, why? Like, dude, with all the cliffhangers and like...
Yeah.
Dude, like, leaving us in the dust with Leo, like, just being lost. Yeah, and not even telling us anything until the end of, like, the first of the Hidden Oracle.
Yeah. Oh, like, yeah, I remember. That series, actually, That
was...
Yeah, that series... Well, so, like, honestly, like, this proves that Percy, Annabeth, and Grover are just such a great trio with each other, and they also had different books written about them, and they had their first quest together after so long in Percy Jackson's, college application season, his books.
Yeah.
It's the Chalice of the Gods. It's very cute. I feel like Rick wrote this to show the OG trio. So they are the original trio. And they trusted each other before the quest even started. And that led them to their bond, their survival, and how it led them to care about each other so much. And they know that they can't do it alone. Like, even though Percy's just so loyal to his friends, and Annabeth thinks she sticks 6 steps ahead every time, and she tries to be, and Grover, who just wants to search the world for Pan.
Yeah. And they're, like, oh my gosh, they are, like, the perfect trio. Like, if I have to be biased, they're probably better than Harry Potter,
the
Hermione,
Harry Potter trio?
And the Harry Potter trio.
I love Harry Potter too.
Golden trio. I actually didn't finish it. I DNF'd it at the 3rd book. I actually at the 4th book. I got to the middle of the 3rd book, DNF'd it, and then I got to the first And then I opened up the first page of the fourth book, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing this stuff. Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this. Because it was like, I remember it being something about, like, Harry and, like, what's her name? Like, Cho Chang.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
like, and I'm like, dude, I don't support Harry and Cho Chang. I support Harry Potter and that, and like, I'm forgetting her name.
Not Ginny, right?
Ginny. Yeah, Ginny. I will support her. I will support them. Like, I'm like, bro. It was crazy.
Crazy.
When I was, yeah, it was crazy when I was like reading it, and I got to the first page, and I finished the first book in 3 weeks. I finished it on the day that my library book was due.
Wow.
Like, it was so funny. Like, I had 100 pages left, and I wasn't known at that time to read 100 pages. Like, but I sped read it, and I finished it in I think I finished it in math class. So that was fun.
That's interesting. Do you think that Percy do you think that Percy, Grover, and Annabeth are gonna be lifelong friends forever and ever until they grow old?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a headcanon that said, okay, this isn't even about the trio, but it's about Annabeth and Thalia. But I saw a headcanon that said when Annabeth and Percy are in a nursing home and Thalia comes to visit them with the hunters, she would still call Annabeth kiddo.
Wow.
Because in her mind, it's still that 7-year-old that they met in that alleyway.
Yep.
And that she felt like she needed to protect.
Yep.
And so, yep. And I was like, and I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I started crying.
Aw.
Immediately.
You think Grover?
I think I started crying. I'm like, I think he would.
I think Grover, Percy,
it would just.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they would
grow old together.
I think they'll grow old together.
All three of them
die together.
Yeah, I think the three of them will go on quests together until forever. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just a great trio. And so next week or next time next week ish we'll be talking about our next trio. Which trio did you want to go into next?
Which is a really good trio.
I mean, we can talk about.
What about?
What about Luke, Thalia, Annabeth?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've mentioned them so many times in this episode.
So we shall talk about them in the next episode. But that's all we have for today, and it was such a great discussion. Thanks so much for listening to our first episode. Have a wonderful week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.